All right, everybody. How's everybody doing today? All right. Making sure we got everything squared away. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a number one in the chat if you can hear me. Just trying to make sure all my stuff is taken care of. All right. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a short show because basically I know Saturday is usually a busy day, but I wanted to still do this live and everything, and I'm gonna be just short, uh, make it short and make it sweet and everything, um, and make sure that people that watch it on the replay that they get value, and also the people that are watching it live that they get value also. So those are the two number one things that I want to make sure that everyone gets value. All right. Again, this is Talk with Tory, and it is a blessing to be here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, as you see the title of the show, the title, today's topic is what is brain fitness. And I'm going to talk about that a little bit about what brain fitness is and what it is not. But like I said, I'm going to make it short and sweet. I got my wife reading everyone. Yes, ma'am. We in the house. We in the house. And so we're going to talk about what is brain fitness and the different things about brain fitness, um, the different components of it. So we're going to go into that. And one of the main components of brain fitness is sleep. Is sleep. That's one of the main components of brain fitness. Let me put that right there. Is sleep science. That's the big one. That's the big one right there. Is sleep science. And on this particular channel, we talk a lot about sleep because I'm a sleep science, certified sleep science coach, and also a brain fitness coach. So I talk about those two things on this particular channel. And these are things that sometimes are overlooked, especially when it comes down to sleep and the importance of sleep. So we want to hone in at today. I'm gonna make sure that the uh, the show is real short today because I want to get to the point and want to get out of here. All right, Ane. All right, it's good seeing you. All right, it's good seeing you. All right, and we got the blind guy and his wife and their life. Good evening, everyone. Ready for some sleep science here? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And today we're talking about the different components of brain fitness, brain fitness, brain fitness. And one of the components, like I said, is sleep science. Sleep science is the first components. There are four different components, and sleep science, like I said, is the first one. It's important to get the proper sleep. It's important to get that sleep, to get that sleep in. We want to be like this. We want to make sure we get the proper sleep. Proper sleep. And that's pretty much what my channel is basically about, getting that proper sleep, making sure that uh that we letting sleep be our nurse. And what I mean by that is that when we get the proper sleep, our immune system gets stronger. And our brain is being detoxified. It's going through a detox stage. Our brain is, and all types of things are going on while we sleep. So, like I said, with sleep science is one of the main components of brain fitness. And what I do as a brain fitness coach, I promote health, brain health, as well as health in general, but mainly brain health and how you can have a healthy brain. A healthy brain makes a healthy body. Did y'all hear me today? A healthy brain makes a healthy body. And we got the Nightbot in the house. Remember what Nightbot said? Nightbot said, remember to lay hands on the like button, share, and subscribe. Yes. Good to see you, Nate. And going to start more sleep to boost my immunity. That'll be my excuse. Yes. And that's a good excuse to boost that immune system. All right. Got my sister-in-law in the house, Miss Hattie B. All right. Good to see you. Good to see you, Hattie. We're talking about brain fitness today. And one of the components is sleep science. And it's and like I said, in the future episodes, in the near future episodes, because this is what this channel is all about. Remember, I told you that we take the high road. The high road is health, inspiration, and also empowerment. So we talk about those three things. And when I talk about health, I mainly talk about brain health, brain fitness. And like I said, sleep science is one of those different components. And I'm just, today is going to be a short episode because I'm just going through the different components of brain fitness. And we're going to talk about those components later, in future episodes and everything like that. Believe me, I got quite a bit of content to give you all about sleep and all the other different components of brain fitness. But let me touch a little bit about sleep today. Let me touch a little bit about that. It's important to get proper sleep. And I'm going to say this: sleep is the brain's nurse, and also sleep is the body's nurse, because sleep overlooks that immune system. Sleep makes sure that the blood flow is being flown properly. That's why if you have high blood pressure, if you have different ailments and things like of that nature, it's important for you not to neglect sleep. You hear what I'm saying? And you want that nurse to do a 8-hour shift on your body and on your brain. That's why it's important to get that 8 hours. If you can do 7 to 8 hours is perfect. Anything under that, you got to shoot for that. Some of us, we get 6. but shoot for 7 and 8. Work yourself on up. If you get 6, let that be a good start and work your way on up to 7 and 8 because your sleep is very important. Your sleep is a vital part of your health. And that's why um, Alzheimer's, uh, memory issues, different ailments, even different uh, mental disorders are caused by a lack of sleep, or some of those disorders, uh, the symptoms are because are sleep deprivation because of a lack of sleep. So we have to be very careful about sleep. Sleep is a very powerful thing, and even with the mind, when it comes down to how it operates, your brain, it's important when you make decisions that you sleep on it, because when you wake up and you get the proper rest and the proper sleep, you're able to make a clear decision. Now, there are different things that disrupt our sleep. And the number one thing I believe is stress. Stress is one of the biggest enemies of your sleep. Y'all hear me today? Stress is one of the biggest enemies. And see, I'm going ahead of myself because that's one of the components of brain fitness. So, like I said, we talk about sleep, and also another thing that we talk about is this right here: brain optimization. Brain optimization. So, what is brain optimization? Well, I'm going to tell you what it is. Brain optimization is memory and also um, rewiring, neuroplasticity. So brain optimization is both memory, is activating your memory, and also the rewiring of the brain. And see, and that's another thing that we as sleep science coaches and also what we call brain fitness coaches, we help you optimize your brain by rewiring it, by thinking. And what I mean by rewiring, the first stage of rewiring is what? Learning new things. Learning new things, the ability to learn new things. When you learn new things, whether it be an instrument, your brain is being rewired. And you want to constantly be in um, be in the be in the realm of learning. You want to constantly learn because that keeps your brain sharp. And that also, and another thing that does, and this is another segue to brain optimization, that keeps your memory intact. Do y'all hear what I'm saying today? So brain optimization is learning new things, and that's what we call neuroplasticity. That's the rewiring of the brain, and you do that through learning new things, learning how to play instruments, learning a new skill. All those different things promote brain health. In the upcoming episodes, we're going to talk about that. Today I'm just touching the surface, just giving you a brief overview of what brain fitness is all about. So that's all I'm doing today, because I don't want to take your whole Saturday away from you. I'm just want to just touch a little bit about what brain fitness is all about. So we have sleep, and now we have brain optimization. And another thing that's a part of brain optimization, like I said, memory. And we're going to talk about different memory techniques, different ways to remember things, or different things. If you're taking a test, I'm going to show you different hacks and different activities on how to hold your memory in place, to memorize things. Those things are good because as you sharpen up your memory skills, as you get older, the chances of you getting Alzheimer's or whatever it is are very slim because your memory, you're honing in on your memory. So it's good, especially as we get older, to uh, hone in on our memory skills. Do you hear what I'm saying today? All right. So that's another part of brain optimization. Another part of brain optimization, dealing with brain fitness, is this: it's challenging your brain by crossword puzzles, games, and all types of different things that challenge you. And of course, like I said, learning new things, we learning new skills. Those things are challenging. We have to make sure that um, we hone into that. We challenge our minds. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times when we get too much TV or too much social media, what happens is it depletes our dopamine. We have a hormone in us, and it's called dopamine. And it's a pleasure hormone. And also it's a seeking hormone. And when you indulge in too much of too much of social media and all these different things and things that take your attention, it can deplete your dopamine levels. And you know what happens? You wind up getting bored. And that's when procrastination sets in. Do y'all hear what I'm saying today? That's when procrastination sets in. And that's why it's important to, uh, in the beginning of your day, to do the things that are challenging. Do the things that you've been neglecting. Do those things. And then by the end of the day, reward yourself for doing the challenging things. And we're going to talk more about that. That's a part of brain optimization. And as a coach, that's what I do. I promote brain optimization, and I help you with your memory. I help you with your brain optimization skills. That's what I do. That's my job. Let's look at these comments, see what's going on. What we got? All right, we got the blind guy and his wife. Can you explain why I sometimes sleep deeply for at least 8 hours, but then I still wake up feeling sleepy into the afternoon? Good question. Good question. Now, this is where a tracker comes in. This is where a journal comes in. Because what did you actually do that day, that particular day or those days? Did you drink coffee um, before you went to sleep? An hour. I would say hold off on the coffee 2 hours, if not more than that, before bedtime. Was you exposed to sunlight? Was you exposed to sunlight during the daytime and during the nighttime? Um, See, and another thing about sleep science is about light. One thing about light is this, especially unnatural light. The light that's on our phones, that's what we call blue light. And a lot of times what that does, uh, if you're on that phone or you're in front of the computer or the TV issues out that blue light also. If you're on the phone or on TV, um, um, right before bedtime, that can, because we have photoreceptors on our skin, that can throw off your melatonin, the melatonin hormone that you have. It can throw it off. And the melatonin, the brain is thinking that since it sees that light, that blue light, it throws off your melatonin. And instead of getting a good night's sleep, what happens is you sleep tired. You actually, what I call, uh, pass out versus actually going to sleep. And that's why you would wake up tired, because either you got too much cortisol going on for us the stress levels, and it's all types of different things. But it can very well be that your melatonin levels, because the melatonin, remember, the melatonin lets the body know, it lets the brain know that it's time to go to sleep. It's time to get rest. And it makes you sleepy. The melatonin makes you real sleepy. And you probably, yeah, you get sleepy, but at the same time, there's probably not enough melatonin. And let me put uh my disclaimer in here, right here, too, because I'm gonna start going into the nutrition part. But I just want to let you know, the channel, the information on this channel is not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. This is for information purposes only. So this is for informational purposes only, to let you know that. But um, let me see. Yeah, gotta excuse me. All right. So yeah, brain optimization. And let me see, do we have any more comments? When you get proper sleep, you can change your mood. That's right. My wife, right on that. That's right. Let me see, wife. That's a good question. Or why I work really late and go to sleep at 2 a.m., but will wake up at 6 a.m. acting like I had 10 hours of sleep. And pretty much that answers the question. Because when you work nights, it does throw your sleep off. When you work, uh, uh, just like I used to work the graveyard shift, and what happens is that threw my whole sleep pattern off, because we all what we have what we call a internal clock, and they call it the circadian time clock. All of us have that in us. We have a what we call a circadian time clock. Some call it the circadian time rhythm. So all of us have a built-in time clock in us. And uh, realistically, we we're up during the daytime because of cortisol, because of the hormones, and we're going to sleep at nighttime. So we're in sync with the environment. That's what I mean by that. We're in sync with the environment. So when it's light, that's when we supposed to be up. When the sun is up, that's when we supposed to be up. When the sun goes down, that's when we supposed to be winding down. And remember, as the sun goes down and as nighttime hits, what happens outside? The temperature, the temperature drops, right? The temperature drops. And that's the same way with us. When it's time to go to bed, guess what happens with our bodies? The temperature drop even in our bodies. So we're in sync with the sun, the rising of the sun, and the going down of the sun. We're in sync with the environment. So when we work nights, it throws our bodies off because we really supposed to be asleep because our bodies were made to be asleep at night. That's really supposed to happen. But a lot of us work night shifts and different things of that nature. Now, there's a hack. Now, ideally, I would say, a day job would be perfect. But I know, uh, people have lives and careers and they got to do what they got to do. So uh, there's a hack. As soon as you get off or whatever, make sure that your room is real dark. Even if it's daytime, even if it's 6 o'clock and the sun is coming up, what you want to do is you want to make sure everything is dark. You want to get some blackout curtains if you like, because you want to make you want those hormones to those photoreceptors to think that it's nighttime, and that's how you can get good sleep during uh during the day if you work nights. Now there are some other things as well that goes into that, because I mean it's so many things, and we can talk about sleep all day long. So like I said, I'm going to cover that in some of the uh, upcoming episodes, but it's important to get that sleep when it's dark. And if you don't have the privilege of working in the daytime and you work nights, it's important to mimic your room as if it's dark. Close those curtains. Get some blackout curtains because you don't want that sun to to come out, and it's hard to sleep. Even if you don't see the sun, like I said, we have photoreceptors in our skin that detect light. It detects light. And a lot of times, if you get too much light during the nighttime, that's why it's hard to sleep. So you want to make sure the room is dark. And like I said, stress and all those things play a part of it too. That's why a journal is very important. And that's why uh, laying hands on that like button is very important, because I can uh, share with you different techniques and different information to help you with your sleep. So if you haven't, you that's out there, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel, and also lay hands on that like button. Now, what we got? Yep, it doesn't take long for procrastination to set in my life. Yeah, I'm a victim of it also, and we all have our different struggles with different things like that, especially like with procrastination. But we have to make sure that our um, to do those hard things, to do those challenging things, and also be forgiving towards ourselves, but also uh, make action, have action, and be balanced. Be balanced. And that's the biggest thing, learning to be a balanced person, learning to be balanced in all that you do, learning to be balanced. Okay. What did you say? They give me a headache? What gave you a headache? Well, sometimes when you get sleep, you wake up feeling like you had a drink. A lot of times that can be, like I said, with the sleep deprivation, not getting enough sleep, especially when it comes down uh, to headaches. Uh, Sometimes that can be stress, and I know sometimes we say, "Well, I'm not stressed about anything." You may not be consciously stressed, but subconsciously, and a lot of times, different things were on the brain that you don't even know of. Some things are kept in your subconscious, and that's a whole totally different subject. But I'm telling you, some people think that they're not stressed, but some of the things that in life, sometimes it takes some time because they ball those things up. They ball those things up in their brain, and they don't express themselves. And a lot of times, when you just ball things up in your mind, you put all those things up in your mind. What happens is that later on, uh, it's gonna catch up with you. And that's the same way with grief. I've seen uh, where even in grief, where people grieve, so a loved one passed away, and they didn't. They say they didn't get a chance to grieve, and they was trying to be strong for everybody else. And a lot of times, what happens that catches up with you, and that's a form of stress. You hear what I'm saying? So some things, when we say that we're not stressed, some things sometimes we hold things in our subconscious and we ball things up. Some of us we suppress our feelings or we repress our feelings. And repression is like a coping mechanism. We suppress it and we cope with it. And that's what repressing is. So that gets into my other uh segment, which is stress management, and that's what brain fitness is about too. For those that just joined, I'm a certified brain fitness coach and also sleep science coach, and I'm just covering the different components of brain fitness and how it can be beneficial and helpful for you. And I'm hoping that I'm giving you information. Can't go over everything, uh, but I'm hoping I'm giving you a crust of information today. And remember, I'm not going anywhere. This is what this channel is all about. So we're going to have plenty of lives and plenty of episodes about this particular subject. And remember, I talked about the different components, sleep science being a part of brain fitness. You got to get proper sleep, and also brain optimization, working on your memory, working on your neuroplasticity, which is the rewiring of your brain, learning new things. And also now we're talking about stress management, stress management. And like I said, stress when it's not managed, because there are some good stress out there too. There's good stress is motivation. Good stress is exercise. When you exercise, your cortisol levels and also the other stress hormones are at work. So that's good stress. But the bad stress is worrying about things that haven't even happened. Sometimes we worry about things that haven't, we have a perception. We have like a false perception that this thing is going to happen, and it ain't even happened. So we're going to talk more about that stress. And another thing is nutrition. That's one of the biggies right there is nutrition, because and a segue into that's a segue into gut health, because your gut is your second brain. Of course, there are foods that are good for the brain, and I'm gonna talk more about that. Of course, we talked about nuts and blueberries and different other things as well. Especially a lot of plant-based foods are good for the brain, but also we have to look at nutrition about the gut, your gut, and see your gut. Let me see. I like to give a visual because I don't want nobody to go to sleep on me. Let me see what we got. Let me know. Give me some feedback if this information is beneficial to you, if it's good to you. But this is your gut. This is your gut, and your gut is your second brain. Your gut is your second brain. Y'all see it right there? Right. Your gut is your second brain. And in your gut, you have your moods and your attitudes. All that stuff takes place in your gut. So, like what you eat, it can very well affect your mood. Now, just think about this. In the daytime, when you're awake, right? And what you eat, it affects your sleep also. Because, like in the daytime, when you're awake and everything, don't some foods make you feel tired, especially those that have sugar and stuff like that? Some of them give you energy and all that. So, how you think they make you feel when you're asleep? So that's why I say it's more you get when you say I'm not getting enough sleep or I wake up tired or things like that. What are you eating? What time are you eating? Do you have a schedule? Do you even have a sleep schedule? What did you do 2 hours before you went to sleep? Or are you doing things 2 hours uh in your sleep before your sleep? Because like I said, that blue light and all those different things, they affect your sleep. Your food affects your sleep as well. Now I know I'm speaking to some people that are plant-based and everything like that, and they eat well, but there can be other things. Like I say, you don't want to drink coffee a minute before you go to sleep. It's all right to drink it in the daytime. You want to drink it early in the day and maybe in the afternoon. But when as your body start to wind down, that coffee can it can interfere with your sleep because it's throwing your melatonin off. the melatonin, the hormones that's in your body. And remember, this is for informational purpose only. This is not medical advice nor diagnosis or treatment. I tell you, do your research. I'm here to give some information out, and I want you to do your research. This is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatments. So make sure you see your doctor on some of the adjustments that I have named. But yeah, it's important. It's important to track your sleep, your journal. Have it like a journal. Another thing with nutrition, going back to nutrition, and that's the last component. There's 4 components. Like I said, sleep science, 4 components of brain fitness: sleep science, um, brain optimization, stress management, and nutrition. And nutrition, you'll hear me talk about uh, foods that are good for sleep and also the brain, but also you'll hear me talk about foods that are good for that gut, your gut, your gut health, to make sure you take care of your gut because that's where your mood is in. And the reason why I call it the second brain, your gut being your second brain, is because there's a nerve, and it's called the vagus nerve. And that's how the gut communicates to the brain. That's how the gut communicates to the brain through the vagus nerve. And what happens is that when the brain, when the gut talks, guess what? The brain listens. That brain actually listens. So when that gut talks, the brain listens. So what you eat and what you don't eat, and the minerals and the vitamins that you're not getting, can make a real big impact, of course, on your body, as well as your brain, as well as your mood. And that's why gut health, taking care of your gut, is very important. All right, we got some comments, and then I'm going to uh, get out of here. All right, Zen the man is in the house. That's right. And we got Wally in the house too. Yep, I worked years, Anna, at going away nap during the day when the kids napped. Yeah, and it's good to get naps. You know, I usually say keep naps at 30 minutes to an hour because you don't want to throw off your sleep at night. So I usually say keep naps at 30 minutes to an hour, somewhere around there, because uh, you don't want to throw your sleep off. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Darkness to say sleep long. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, we have to track what we're actually doing during the daytime and everything. All right, thank you for answering. Oh yeah, thank you for being here, Anae. Thank you for being here. The dream team is in the house. You all are the dream team. Pretty soon I'm gonna have some merch. I'm working on my lay hands on the like button t-shirt. I was inspired by a blind guy and his wife and their life. So I'm gonna have that lay hands on the like button t-shirt ready for you guys. Yeah, brain fitness. All right. That's right. Great info. My wife is so much of a great support. Yep. This is great information. All right. So your gut is your second brain. A new emphasis will be placed on food for the brains. Yeah, that's why I call the gut. The gut is I believe it's your second brain, because your gut actually communicates with your brain through that vagus nerve, and there are different hormones in that area of your gut, and those are mood types of hormones that have you have different types of moods. So uh that's one of the things right there. And so that's why I call it the second brain, because it actually communicates with your brain. That's why it's important to 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 eat the right things. And if you notice, see, I'm from the STL, I'm from St. Louis, and a lot of us uh what we do, we some of us we eat the same things. And I'm talking about some of the things we eat are the same bad things, like red hot riplets, vet sodas, this and that and the other. We do all that, and some of us act the same because guess what? We uh those different foods, those different snacks and all that stuff, especially with soda, a lot of that stuff, it affects your mood. It affects your attitude. So there are a lot of different reasons. That's why I tell people, people that have problems with their sleep, what are you eating? What time are you eating? How much light are you getting? Um, are you on your devices, your phone, at night? What are the things that are actually going on? And you can track that. And pretty soon I'll be sharing the same journal, and also the same check sheet that I go over in my coaching. I'm gonna share it with you guys and everything. So we'll be doing that. But like I said, I got material for days, and it's good everyone is here. I see Casey Lee is in the house. Ray Kids is in the house. All right. It's one of my daughters. Okay. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Now, another thing, and I'm going to end it right here because this is supposed to have been real short, but I see everybody's is in the house. The dream team is in the house. So I want to give you all as much value as I possibly can. And one of the things I do want to talk about is this, and I'm going to only talk about it for a minute. Is some people say that it's hard to find me on YouTube, and it's mainly because my channel is fairly new. So this is what I want you to do. This is what I want you to do. Uh, if it's hard to find me on YouTube, I want you to do this. I got a little video for you. Where is it at? It's this little video right here. It's gonna fade out. Okay. All right. So you say, what is that? What is that all about? And I'm going to tell you. 1 second, right here. Right there. So if you have problems finding me on YouTube, just type in at Talk with Tory. Just type Talk with Tory in the search engine, and you'll find me. Just put at Talk with Tory. No spaces. You don't have to capitalize it or anything like that. I just got it capitalized. Well, you don't have to do that. But Make sure it's no spaces right there, and just put at Talk with Tory. If you want to find me on Facebook and Instagram, I'm at Talk with Tory. So that's how you can find me right there. Do that. Just type in at Talk with Tory, either on YouTube, Facebook, and I am there. I am there. So just to let you know, and the dream team is in the house. Thank God for you guys. Tomorrow, I will be on tomorrow. Like I said, on Sundays, I do Bible therapy, and I just come from the Bible and everything like that, and it's all good. And make sure if you want to support and help a brother out, uh, my buy me coffee .com Nightbot just put it in the chat. You can buy me a cup of coffee. I don't really drink coffee. I can say buy me tea. You can do that, and they'll be all right. And also, uh, like I said, I'll be coming out with my merchandise tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. It was good having you all. Do anybody have any more questions? Any more questions? Because I want to make sure that I'm giving you value today, giving you value. And like I said, we can talk about sleep all day. And I got more and more content that I'm going to put out uh, in the lives, and also some edits, some video edits that I'm going to put out, and everything like that, to make sure that you guys that get the value that you deserve and everything. So with that, I believe I said it all. I don't see any more comments and everything. So everything is looking good. I know I'm on the 5-second delay, so but I don't see any comments, and we're about to get out of here. And it was good seeing you guys. And with that, get some sleep. When you take care of your brain, you're taking care of your body. When you're taking care of your sleep, when you're getting sleep, you're taking care of your body. So get some sleep and take care of that brain. All right. I'm out. And you guys have a great, great evening. Great evening. All right. And also, I needed to shout out a guy that won. He won the giveaway, and I need to shout him out on Blind Guy and His Wife. When I was on Blind Guy and His Wife, uh, what was the guy's name? Let me see. Maybe you all can help me with that. Let me see. I believe it's Chris Carr. Chris Carr. So give him a shout out also. Give him a shout out. All right, everybody. I'm gone. May God bless you and God keep you, and get some sleep. I'm out. Peace.